Hey guys, welcome to day 10 of Funuary. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing 10 free things to do for fun. But before I get started, I want to give a really important public service announcement, which is that if you feel that only doing or having free things is the only thing that you have available, I want to be sure to tell you that you deserve to have more. And this is something that I've been working on a lot right now because I've basically spent my whole life thinking that I only deserve free things or things at a very low price point, so as low of a price point as I could possibly find. And I'm working on this. So as you guys know, next month is going to be focused on wealth. And but right now we are focused on fun, and you can have fun totally for free or at a low cost. You don't need to have a lot of money. And so that's why I have been able to have a lot of fun in my life by doing things for free, by doing things at a low cost. But as I've been really working on my wealth journey, that's been shifting and changing. So I wanted to be sure to mention that you guys are deserving, you are worthy, you are deserving and worthy, and you are enough, and you deserve to have abundant wealth. You deserve to spend a lot of money, to have a lot of money spent on you. So I definitely wanted to be sure to mention this before I get started on talking about the free things that you can do for fun. Because money can get you more options, it can buy you more options. So when you have less money, then you pretty much are limited to the free things or the things at a lower cost. But when you have money and you have an abundance of money, you can do the things that are free, you can do the things at a low cost, but you can also do the things at a higher price point. So this is really, really, really important, and I definitely wanted to be sure to mention this before I get into the free things. But there are so many free things that you can do for fun. I have fun no matter what I'm doing, no matter how much money I'm spending, whether it's no money at all or a lot more money. I definitely have fun no matter what. So I wanted to be sure to give you guys 10 free things that I do for fun so that you can have fun no matter what, even if you're working on your wealth journey. So while you're in that process and you may have limited funds, that you can still have fun with limited funds. So I knew I wouldn't remember all 10 things, so I am going to use my list for this. Okay, so number one is to walk around your neighborhood or a new neighborhood. For me, I love just approaching life like a child, like a small child who's never seen things before. And so when I approach things in that manner and I walk around a neighborhood, especially one that I know really well, it's like I will see it in a whole new way. I'll see things that I never saw before. And then of course, if I go to a new neighborhood, then it's like I am seeing things with fresh eyes, because I really am. And I can see all new things, I can learn new things, I can observe things, I can just get the feeling for a new environment. I can look for, I can have an intention when going to that neighborhood, and I can be looking for certain things there. So just exploring with all new eyes in a neighborhood, whether it's new or your own neighborhood, is really fun to do. Number two is to visit parks. So I am in a free park right now. I am loving South Miami because it really feels like there are an abundance of beautiful parks around here. So not every area I've lived in has felt like this, but definitely here in South Miami, it's been amazing. But I truly believe that every neighborhood has a park nearby, at least in the US. I can't speak for countries outside of the US or Canada, but at least in the countries where I have lived, I've definitely noticed that there are parks available, and it's just so nice to spend time outside. Even if it is cold or snowy, you can still go to the park. It's still a free place for you to go. You can be in nature, you can just sit, you can meditate, you can do whatever you want to do in the park, but just to be around nature feels really good to me. Number 3 is to look for cool street art. So I know this may not be available in every city or every town, but definitely in most places you can find like graffiti, or you can find even like art on street corners, like sculptures. There's so many ways to find art, or even just to find beauty, even in like the everyday and the mundane. So, you know, if you think about it, it's like every single building was like an architectural beauty. Like someone decided that that was a beautiful way to structure something. So all architecture is art. Every single thing, like even if we look at each other, we're like God's creations of art, right? So like and like nature, there's just art abundantly all around us. So really like seeing the art in everything. It doesn't have to be street art, but just to like look for art and like really look in a whole new way is really fun. The fourth thing is to go on photo shoots, to do photo shoots. And if you go to my last video, I have a whole video talking about how I nail the perfect Instagram shot. I really love doing photo shoots. It's so fun for me. And this ties in with the last thing that I said, which is looking for cool street art and even just like seeing the art in nature. So I'm always like on the lookout for the art and the cool backgrounds. And then doing the photo shoots is even more fun because I'm integrating myself and my body with the art that's behind me. So it's like creating a whole art piece out of backgrounds and my body and the clothes I'm wearing and my hair. It's like putting it all together as a piece of art. I have so much fun going on photo shoots, and it's been really fun like to do them in really public places too, because it's like I'm seeing people going by and like I'm laughing for the photo. So it's like, it's really fun to like integrate it all together. It's a really great way to get out of my comfort zone, which is of course another fun thing to do because it helps with personal development. The fifth thing is to share on social media. So you don't need beautiful photos to share on social media. You can use just your words. And I'm so grateful for social media. Like I was one of the first people in Canada to have a Facebook account. Like the whole idea of social media was so intriguing to me, so interesting to me. It was totally up my alley. I love connecting with people. I love staying in touch with people. And when I first heard about Facebook, I was living in Canada. So I lived in Canada for 9 years, became a Canadian citizen. I'm a dual American and Canadian citizen now. And this was when I was in my undergrad, and two of my friends were going to schools in the US, and like I had this group of like, we were 4 best friends. And so the two that had access to Facebook, because Facebook opened up like school by school, and they were like telling me about the Facebook, which is what it was called then. And they were like, Lori, you would love it. And literally the day it came to Canada, it opened up at McGill University, which is where I was going to school. It was the first university in Canada to have it available, and it was like boom, I signed up right away. I was the 30th person in all of Canada to have a Facebook account, and I know that because at the time it was like showing you how many people were in your network, and it was like 30 or 30 something, and I was like, I'm on there. And then of course now Facebook is just like huge, and now I'm on other social networks as well. So I'm also on LinkedIn, Instagram, and obviously YouTube. And it's so cool that like we have this resource available. We have a totally free opportunity to share our message, to share our voices, our opinions, our words, or our images, or whatever you want to share, however you want to share things or connect with people, or however you want to use social media. It's like, it's so cool. So I'm so grateful to have this free way to like share my message in a really fun way and to grow my business in a really fun way. Number 6 is to spend time with friends. So you might think that you have to spend money to spend time with your friends, but that's not true at all. You can, well, first of all, you can do a phone call, which could be totally free, but you could just sit in a park with friends. You can just sit and talk. You can go to free places like museums, which isn't even on my list, but that's another thing that you can do for fun that is totally free for a lot of museums. So just like sitting and talking and spending time with friends is just so important. It's so valuable to me. It's totally priceless, but it's something that has really enriched my life, and it's something that I really cherish. I really cherish my friendships. Number 7 is to go to libraries. I love libraries. I love taking books out of libraries because for me, I'm a minimalist and I don't like to have a lot of things, and especially books, because once I read it, I'm kind of like done with it. I really only own 3 books. I think I do have a video about that, but anyway. Libraries are so great because I can have access to all different types of books, DVDs, CDs, magazines, like so many things are available. Oops, a buggy. So many things are available for free in libraries, and I love that. I've taken DVDs and CDs, like literally everything I just said, I've taken them all out of libraries. And because there's a wide diversity of books too, so like I can read books about comedy or a memoir, or I can read books about wealth, and I can read books about, this bug is circling my head. I could read, books about health and wealth and so many topics. Like if I just want to research something, or I want to look something up, or I think of someone that I want to read a book by, like I can get it all at a library, and I love that. And I love that there's libraries in like every city. There's libraries everywhere. Oh, and the bells are ringing, so I guess also like churches and religious places are also available for free, so that's something to keep in mind too if you want to feel like spiritually connected, or you feel a religious calling. That's also available too. But libraries, this bug will not leave me alone. So I really love libraries. I have like 3 library cards because I've had so many different addresses, and it's been really fun. So like when I revisit a city or a place, like I'm able to go to the library again because I have a library card. So that's been really great. I really love libraries. It's a really great way to have access to like a whole universe, Number 8 is to window shop. So for me, like again, I'm a minimalist. I don't want to own a lot of clothing, at least not right now while I'm traveling and stuff. And so like, but with window shopping, I can get really like cool ideas. I can like appreciate the art of clothing. Like fashion is an art as well, and I can really appreciate it. So it's kind of like going to a museum, but like looking at shops and like not buying the clothes, but looking at them like pieces of art, and like really like appreciating the designer or the style, or just kind of like witnessing where we are in the fashion era. So it's really fun for me because like I'm very particular about the clothes I wear. Like it has to be really comfortable, really functional. It has to work for my photos. It has to be colors that I really like. But I can appreciate something that I wouldn't wear, but I really love it. It's like a beautiful piece. So I like to window shop as well. Like being able to appreciate other clothes is as good to me as like clothes that I actually will buy and wear and like I'll appreciate in a different way. Number 9 is dancing. So I have definitely put out a video during Funuary about dancing. I dance everywhere. I'm always dancing. I love being able to dance and just put on music, whatever I'm in the mood to listen to, and I can dance and however I feel called to. Usually it's a really great way for me to do like energy shifting or to get into a high vibe, or just to have fun. So I really love dancing. It's a really great thing that I have access to, and you have access to, we all do, totally for free. And then the 10th thing, last but not least, is smiling at someone. So smiling at someone, kindness, expressing gratitude, those are all totally free and they're totally fun, and they're great ways to get into a high vibe energy and spirit. Like it costs nothing to smile at someone, it costs nothing to be kind to someone, and it costs nothing to express gratitude. And these are just great ways to have fun in your everyday life in a really simple, quick way. And yeah, it's just a great way to lift your vibes and your energy, because isn't that what having fun is all about? So I hope you guys found this helpful. I'd love to know your comments and questions in the comments section down below. And I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.